I'm going to read you a book today all about differences. So we are going to read Giraffes Can Dance. So sit back and get ready. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully bandy and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots of trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now every year in Africa they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango, which was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely and he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all laughed. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and all alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. He threw his arms out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. "I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I'm dancing," Gerald cried. Then one by one each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle, we must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer we've ever seen. How is it you can dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twizzled round and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." Hi everyone, hope you enjoyed that story. In the book, Gerald felt really different to his friends. He couldn't dance and he was a little bit clumsy and that made him feel really, really sad.
So we're here today and we're going to talk to you about our differences between myself and Shan. So for example, I have blonde hair.
And I have brown hair. That makes us different. I wear my glasses to help me see.
I don't have glasses, so that also makes us a little bit different.
And you might not be able to see it, but my eye colour is blue.
And mine is brown, so that's another difference between myself and Shan.
We're also going to talk about some similarities.
So, even though me and Shan are different, there is one person that looks like me. In the picture, you will see myself and my twin, and we look identical. Even though we're twins and we look the same, there are still a few differences between us. So for example, again, I have light hair, she has dark hair.
So we have spoke about our differences, the differences between me and Rachel, and the similarities between Rachel and her twin sister. Can you at home find some differences and similarities between you and the people you live with? Maybe you have blonde hair, or maybe you have brown hair. What colour's Mummy's hair?
What colour eyes does Mummy have? Have you got the same colour eyes, or are they different?
Does Daddy wear glasses to help him see? Do you wear glasses to help you see? There's so many differences that you can think about whilst at home with your parents and your loved ones, and we'd love to see what you come up with on Tapestry.